I'm Pern.
And I'm Dave.
Welcome to the show, where we talk about everything from movies, music, sports, and TV.
And stories from the rest of our lives.
Things we don't talk about are politics and religion.
And this is how we all stay friends.
Okay, let's talk. We raised quite a stir with that opening last week talking about sleep poo.
Oh, did we?
So on Facebook, a friend named Jen, she brought up that she wanted to be part of this conversation and that we need to have her on the show. And I think we should too. One of those people, we should have on as a guest in the future. So,
okay,
no problem. Jen, if you're listening,
we got to talk about.
Because she wanted to talk about sleep poo. Start your list, Jen, of the things that you want to
bring up,
and we'll bring you on.
So
we can't remember barely week to week. The fact that we remembered it from last week alone already is enough.
Exactly.
We'll schedule something. We'll like Zoom you in and on a Zoom call and get you on the show one night.
Right. Well, this is a big week at my house.
Okay.
Lisa's birthday is this week.
Happy birthday, Lisa.
Yeah, so she'll hear this after her birthday, of course.
Oh, right. Which is remind me of the date
it's
again.
Friday
the
28th.
Yes, the 28th. That's correct.
So,
yes.
And we're doing a big old thing and taking off work and we're going out.
Ooh.
Doing the whole.
Romantic.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely.
Dave knows how to turn it on for the birthday.
Yes, we're going to a garden center.
Oh.
She's going to pick out some flowers. Hey, she wants it, so that's what she gets. You keep her happy.
Okay.
That's what she wants. So, we're not going to a jewelry store. We're going to a garden center.
A garden center.
Yes.
Wow. Well, happy birthday, Lise.
She does.
Are you
want
going
that,
to a garden center in Delaware?
We got her two different.
Delaware?
We got her two different greenhouses and put them together. So
that is
she's
true.
Definitely
You've got
into
the
plants.
east and west wing of the.
Yes. Did you know that we saw this? The Costco has a new version of that greenhouse.
No,
it's a 3-panel by 3-panel. It's a little smaller.
Ooh.
And I told her, well, she could put a four on the
foyer.
On the front.
Have the foyer of the
greenhouses. Yeah, so just have Merle come in and extend the deck a little more. So we were just laughing about
That's funny.
But yeah.
Merle.
Yeah. She
love that guy. Never met him, but I love that guy.
Yeah, he's doing his thing.
Yep. Extending your deck.
Yep. So that's really all house stuff I have.
Wow. So it was a really quick week on house stuff.
Well, it's just been regular. We've just been keeping up with the yard. So it's been a lot of yard work.
Yeah. I saw was it the entryway you did in front of the gate with the stones?
Yeah, I had to because of the mulch coming
cool.
up to it. So that we finished that one off, which was basically pavers that I pulled from a different sidewalk that we had in the back going to the patio and just reused and literally used them all, like every single one of them to put in that little baby entry, I guess, walk
But it looks
space.
good.
It's right there. And then we bought the different slates in the
yeah.
middle of it. So yeah, it's kind of a paver / slate thing. And it's just right into the dirt. So yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I'm good at,
cool.
is doing stuff like that. And building things, maybe not so much, but those type of.
Well, do it before it gets really hot out, because that's, we're still having
it's
overnight cool like weather and stuff, and that's
true, exactly.
Yeah, it hasn't been blistering sweat hot, because usually we skip spring altogether in the DC area. It goes straight from winter to summer,
right?
And it's like, oh, you had 1 week of spring and now it's hot as fuck.
Mm-hmm. So, and we don't. And a lot of times it's been pretty good about staying cool, like almost into May lately. But once the switch is thrown, it's insane.
Yeah, it's like, get me to the end of August, please.
Right. Have you ever been downtown to see the cherry blossoms?
I have.
Of the spring.
I have. Are they in peak right now?
They are not yet. I think they will be on schedule to be next week. And that's actually when they're supposed to have the festival, which is perfect.
Right. So years ago, when my wife and I used to do wedding photography and wedding videography, like a million years ago, we had a couple that, first of all, as you know, to shoot anything like video or photography wise, you have to have a permit when you're down near any of the monuments. If it's more than just like your camera phone, if it's like any sort of like you've got, a nice camera and whatever, the park police will stop you and be like, do you have permits? Because you have to apply for permits. We had this couple that was getting married and they wanted to do like a photo session beforehand, a couple weeks, and they wanted to do it during the Cherry Blossom Festival. Right. And of course, the day that they pick. It was the week before they were in peak, but everything was like in full bloom at that point.
Yeah.
And they had their permits and we went and it was pouring down rain that day. And it was just timing, like, right? Oh my gosh. And we still took some really like, my wife just had the eye, and she got some really cute pictures and stuff and they were happy and we still did it. But yeah, so it was funny to go down there because it was like the week before they were in peak, and you would think it would normally, if it was a normal day, would be packed, and it was just like pouring down rain, so nobody was there.
No one was around. Well, that was pretty good in that sense, but
but yeah. So I have been downtown for the cherry blossoms and seen them, and yeah, it's very nice, and done it once or twice, and yeah.
Cool.
Good.
I didn't know if you had any corrections from last week.
Oh, what were you? You said you had something.
I had
you
a handful, actually.
If I think about it, I might, but you go in.
The Magneto guy, Michael Fassbender.
Yes, Michael Fassbender.
He's all over the place. He was in the Black Bag. That's the movie that was in the top 5.
So I guess what we have to look for is a Michael Fassbender and a oh my God, the other guy.
I have it right here.
What movie was
Giancarlo Esposito?
No, not Giancarlo Esposito. I was talking about he was in The Last Showgirl as the bouncer, the stagehand guy. Dave Bautista. Oh my gosh, I had to really. So if Dave Bautista and what's his name, Michael Fassbender in the same movie together, then if we can find that out,
oh my gosh,
that would just be like insane. Yeah.
Right.
Crazy.
It's the coming of two worlds. But yeah, Giancarlo Esposito is in the Breaking Bad character. He was the owner.
Who owned the chicken and was the drug mover guy. But he was also in The Electric State.
Yes.
As the bounty hunter robot guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I also have a list of Nick Cannon's wives and kids. No, I mean, I have the names of the kids, but I have the wives with them.
Okay.
And it's a lot. You're right.
I told you.
He's like
I thought it was like 24 kids or something.
All of them. He has 12 kids total.
Yeah.
He was going to marry model Salida Ebanks.
Okay.
They got engaged, but the marriage was called off for some reason unknown.
And that was after 3 kids?
No, that was no kids.
Oh, okay.
So that was before he even got into
That was before the baby making.
Kids, I guess.
Okay.
Mariah Carey had 2 kids. They were twins.
Okay. Gotcha.
Model Brittany Bell, he had 3 children with.
Okay.
Model Alyssa Scott, he had 2 children with.
Okay.
Then we turn around with Abby De La Rosa. He had 3 kids, 1 set of twins. So he's just a twin.
Wow.
I guess twin magnet.
Okay.
Because he's,
do you know that twins don't come from the male side? They come from the female side?
Well, then he really rolled the dice with that one then.
Right.
Because he's
got 2 sets of twins. And twins brides, don't come from the male chromosome. They come from the female.
That's interesting to know.
I didn't know if you knew that.
And then model real estate agent Bree Tiesi, 1 child, and then model Lanisha Cole, he has 1 child.
Wow.
So that's 12 total.
With 5 different women?
Oh,
or
yeah.
6?
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different women that has children with, but there were 7 in the mix. But yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So there we go. So,
so he has to keep doing this singer till the day he dies to keep getting paid because he's got to pay that child support.
Of all 12. Yeah. My gosh. That's a lot. So, wow. Unless there's
not that Mariah needs any money, but she's doing just fine.
Yeah. But the kids, who knows?
But I'm sure the kids are,
they
just
want
fine
something.
Too. Yeah, I can't think of any other corrections I had after last week. I guess not.
No.
So entertainment news.
Yeah, we go right into
entertainment news.
I do have a lot.
I saw this, and I'm hoping you saw this article too. So we're going to see. Did you see that Ketchup Entertainment is in negotiations to buy the rights to the Coyote versus Acme movie from Warner Brothers and put it out?
I thought they melted it. I thought they actually destroyed the print.
No. But it was shelved and basically a tax write-off, and it's apparently a funny movie and apparently pretty good. And so Ketchup Entertainment is in negotiations to buy the rights to distribute it and to put it out there.
They do that, and then it becomes this massive hit.
Oh my God, that would be so awesome,
Warner
right?
Turn around and have to buy the rights back in order to release a new one.
That would be so awesome.
Wouldn't
if
that
they did.
Kind of? I would just, you know how
the big middle finger back to Warner Brothers.
You know how
and be
it is with. Turning things on their heads. They could do that, and just have everybody go and see it, which, would be kind of cool.
And there are insiders that say at Warner Brothers that have said that, when they made that movie, there was absolutely no intentions of ever releasing it. It was all a tax write-off.
Oh my gosh.
It was a tax write-off from the beginning. I'm like, all the crew and the cast and the actors and the directors and all those people that went and still made a movie, but they didn't know. No, they didn't know. They're just like, oh, here, okay, we've greenlit this movie. You're going to go move. But then like the execs all know, like,
but that never got out to just anyone on the crew, though. I mean,
right, or somebody, or even the director. Like, insane. Don't really put that much effort into it because we're not really,
Yeah, that like, never squeaked out. They kept that under. How does that happen?
I don't
in this
know.
Day and age where things just stay under wraps like that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And like all the actors that putting in all everything into this movie because it's a Warner Brothers. It's a big budget. They want to make it the best movie they can and funny as it can. And I think it's Will Forte is the lead in it, and he's like the lawyer for Wile E. Coyote or something like that, or I don't know, something. So anyway, so there's it's not dead yet. There's still a chance. They're saying there's still a chance. They're saying there's still a chance. We might actually get Coyote versus Acme.
Well, I'll hold my breath on that one because
even if it was just like a direct to Hulu or Netflix or whatever something to see it. I think that
Does Warner Brothers have an agreement with any of the?
I think streamers? Warner Brothers is HBO Max.
Okay,
I think that's who they have their agreement with.
Right.
I believe so.
Well, hey,
I believe so.
Yeah, roll the dice. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah. The other entertainment news that I saw, and again, I'm hoping. You see, you didn't see the Coyote Acme one.
I didn't see that one. That was interesting.
This one is. Did you see at Epcot the Geo 82? No, you didn't, Mr. Disney.
I missed that one
know
too.
all of the stuff about everything Disney.
Here's the deal.
So Epcot is creating Geo 82, which is a 21 plus venue that's going to overlook Epcot with like these beautiful views, and it's a reservation for 21 and over only, no kids. So like a fancy bar
that
you can go and just relax and chill out and not have to listen to kids scream and yell, and it's for adults only, and it's reservation only as well.
Geo 82. Now where are they putting this thing?
It's apparently it'll overlook Epcot somewhere.
Well, the only place I could think that would overlook Epcot would be in the Imagination area,
maybe,
because there's that pyramid there and there's a space above that which is just for pass holders right now. But I could see that being something because that would overlook a lot of the countries and also the main side of Epcot.
Did you see the fire at the
Yes,
French?
I did. Oh my gosh, that was insane.
I saw the smoke from it and I was like,
dark.
what?
And it looked like it was behind the boardwalk where the ESPN zone used to be.
Oh yeah.
But the way they were looking at it, the videos that I saw looked like it was from the Yacht and Beach Club, which is right there across that water area.
Did they ever find out what it or like?
No,
I didn't dig deeper on that.
Exactly what it was, but I think it just got.
All right, your homework is the Geo 82 and to find out what the fire was at Epcot.
Okay, yeah, so no problem.
That's your two homeworks for the week.
Okay, I'm writing that down. Geo 82.
Okay, cool. Oh, he's literally typing it right now.
At Epcot. Okay, cool.
He's literally
I will get all of the information on that one because I'm sure it's been picked apart by Disney insiders and streamers.
There's got to be, because I just saw the still picture of it and they're like, I went to Epcot today. I wasn't expecting to see it on fire.
On fire.
Smoke
and
coming
that
up from the back.
Dark.
Yeah,
so
it was like a dark black, like
something.
Almost like tires being burnt, kind of black.
It was that dark, right?
Yeah, kind of. That was weird. Did you see that there's going to be an Art the Clown video game?
You did send me that. I had not heard it.
It's a PS5 and Nintendo Switch pre-order. So there's no release for Xbox as of yet.
Right.
But it's Art the Clown, and it's basically just the same kind of Street Fighter. It's Art the Clown walking down the street battling cops and killing people and fight. It's like a fighter game. Very the graphics aren't anything amazing. They're very almost like 32-bit looking-ish, but it's stylistic like that. Like it's supposed to be, that type of game.
Like a
but
throwback,
yeah. So Art the Clown will have a Terrifier game that you can pre-order now. And one of the reasons they said that it probably won't be out on Xbox won't be out on Xbox sooner than later is because that Xbox doesn't do hard physical copies apparently of games anymore, which I didn't know this. Like you can't go in and buy the disc. It's all now in the store, the download, and the physical discs for Xbox games, they just don't produce them anymore. The ones that are out there, I think
so everything's cloud based.
Really. Yeah, and everything's a download now, which there was years ago they made a comment about how when one of the Call of Duty games came out, people waiting in line at GameStop, and then they got home and there was no actual data on the disc on the hard disc, it just automatically took you to the store with the passcode and saying, oh, okay, you bought it. Okay, now you can download it. And it was just like, wow. So people
Instead
go wait
of like
in line.
a code or something. It was the disc.
Yeah, as soon as you put the disc in, the code was on the disc, and it was like, oh, yep, you've got this game. Okay, well, wait for it to download now. And it was like,
wow,
damn. That's
so they didn't even have to really fire up the.
You didn't have to go anywhere. Just at midnight or whatever, or 3 a.m. Start your download and buy the game online, which is now what most gaming is
do now.
So eventually, they're saying maybe the Art the Clown Terrifier game will be on the Xbox. Store for download, but after the PS5 and the
right now it's
the
on
Nintendo
disc,
versions come out, because it'll be disc only for.
Well, that's interesting. It's interesting that's the model they went with. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they could have been a mass. Let's throw it out everywhere, but we want to go ahead and just keep it small, I guess. Yeah. That's kind of how they started it anyway, right?
Oh yeah, the whole movie series is like it was super low budget, no money, whatever. I get it. It's cool.
Cool.
So I would like to play it eventually. That would be awesome.
That's good. The Office hit 20 years. Did you hear about this?
I saw that, The Office, and you never watched it. I can't even believe
it's that long. That's been that long. Because I've seen so many bits and pieces online,
from The Office,
right?
Yes.
So you're seeing it all the time. I just didn't imagine it being
20 years already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Wow, I couldn't. It's amazing that, it was 20 years since The Office, and still love it. Still is a great show.
I saw a news article about, I know that you've been waiting for this to happen, a new Street Fighter live action movie.
Oh, God.
It's actually been removed from the calendar because they got a new director.
Because Raul Julia is dead or whatever.
I don't know what
Wasn't he in the, he was in the Street Fighter movies?
Yeah, he was the Russian fighter.
And then he died. Like his last movie was one of those Street Fighter movies. And I'm like, this guy that's had a really great acting career, and then he was doing stupid Street Fighter video game movies and that sucked. And then his last film was a Street Fighter movie. Sorry, Raul. Yeah. I'll always remember you for Addams Family.
Exactly. There was a report that Pedro Pascal addressed an issue. I know it's on everyone's mind, that whether or not all, quote unquote, all of the body parts of Reed Richards in the Fantastic Four's body are stretching.
Oh, stretching?
Yeah, I do not know why this came out. I think it came out on the Tonight Show.
People
and it was mentioned
all mentally, especially men, are all mentally stuck at 14.
It's just and they want to know whether or not an actual character's body parts stretch. So
which I think that was actually brought up in Mallrats in the Kevin Smith movie.
Was it?
When they were at the comic book shop, and I swear, or something. Yeah, because Stan Lee was in that one. Yeah. Right. Oh, right. Yeah, because they go up. Right? Brody goes up to Stan Lee and he starts asking questions I got to know, does everything like that? Yeah, exactly. Okay,
that's funny.
I think that's where that's from originally too.
So you've got two interesting ones coming out this week. You got your Death of a Unicorn you were talking about. We'll wait till it comes online.
Yep.
And
stream
then A Working Man, which is a Jason Statham.
Oh, Jason Statham.
Yeah, Statham. Yeah. Exactly what you would think it is. I looked at this movie. It's basically
all of his movies are the same.
A working man on a construction site, and then has to bring his skills of counterterrorism to light to help the people.
And then get caught in a
and then he gets all caught
chase.
It's exactly the same with movies. Everything. Because didn't he do one? It was the Beekeeper. It's same scenario where he had to battle scammers who were taking money from older people.
He knows where his paycheck is.
Good
for him.
And again, it's pretty easy to kind of throw these things out. I mean, it's not Meg 2 or anything like that.
But Meg 2.
So, and then you've got
that movie was so bad.
It was
terrible. We watched it with our kids, and our kids are like, this sucks. I was like, yeah.
We got a big shark, but then there's a bigger shark. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And then you got your Minecraft coming out next week.
Yay, Minecraft.
Ahead of that one, though, strategically ahead of that is your Screamboat.
It's
coming out on April 2nd,
Willie.
Ahead of...
that comes out on Wednesday.
Yeah, ahead of Minecraft.
And it's only going to be limited, so it might only be for a week.
Oh, true.
In theaters.
True,
right. I asked Dave, I'm like, we're going to go see it. And he goes, no, I can wait to see that.
I can wait. I can really wait for that one.
Come on, movie night.
Even if we do find it.
It's David Howard Thornton or whatever who plays Art the Clown in the Terrifier movies, and he's now...
The mouse?
He is playing Steamboat Willie. The mouse. He's the killer mouse. So it's the same guy
who played Art the Clown
just in a mouse suit.
Face, though, right? Well, I will see him and I'll be like,
he's got
come on, it's Art the Clown. Now it'll ruin the imagery of.
He went from a clown to a mouse.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
So I thought it'd be fun.
That'd be funny. So I do have the box office releases, and like we thought last week,
you called it
Snow White. Totally
43 million or something like that.
42. Yeah, exactly. It ate itself. It seemed.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't know if everyone's waiting for Minecraft to come out or not.
I don't know, but I heard that Disney was like, prepared for it, and they're like, oh yeah, don't worry, we'll just raise the cost of Disney Plus memberships at the end of the year like we always do, and we'll offset it.
Yeah,
we'll offset the loss of it. No big deal. We just put it on a crap movie and nobody cares.
Right. So, and then mentioned last week, Black Bag stayed at number 2 with 4 million. Captain America third for 4 million.
Still holding on.
Yeah. Well, I think
what's its total? Did it break 300?
It's at 4. Oh no, I didn't see the total, but it's got to be close, right?
I don't know. It's been 2 months now, and
that Novocaine one is still hanging on too. That got 368, and then Mickey 17 at 367. Okay. So those two are battling for 4th and 5th. So
I finished Anora last week. Yeah. After you left, I did not watch Electric State again. I finished Anora.
Didn't watch it. You were saving that for next week.
Yeah, exactly. I finished Anora and I loved the first half where I watched up to, and then the second half I was like, there's some stuff that could have been cut out of this, because the whole second half of the movie is them trying to find her now Russian husband who's ran off and into the city, and he's basically just gone on another alcohol drug stripper bender, and they find him at a club, but it went on for like the second hour of the movie, them finding him and his parents showing up, and I'm going to ruin the movie. And then just
I seriously, fourth act.
The first hour was, I thought, fantastic, and then this last half, I'm like, Sean Baker won best editing for this. Also, it was best picture, best editing, best screenplay, and in that second hour, it easily could have been cut down to 40 minutes. There's 20 minutes easily could have been trimmed out of that, and
an hour or 2 hour movie.
Felt like it was just like, oh my God, this is dragging on him. They're just going like to all these places to try to find this guy, and they can't. And now he's not there either. And now let's look here. And it was just like, okay, what? The first half, fantastic. The second half, I give it a C. But I mean, still overall, I mean, I see why it won Best Picture. And Mikey Madison, she's going to be on, I think, hosting Saturday Night Live this coming weekend. But you won't hear this until afterwards.
That's true. So you're going to miss it.
Okay, sorry, I shouldn't say that. She'll have hosted Saturday Night Live. So tell us how, in the comments, let us know how you like Mikey Madison on
when she was on there.
Saturday Night Live this past weekend.
If you knew she was going to be on.
Did they do an Anora skit?
True.
That's what I want to know if they do. How do you do a stripper? Like, do they go to Scores in New York?
Maybe it's totally different. It'll be a school teacher or a nun or something.
A nun stripper?
So you have homework too. I want you to, on Netflix, I want you to watch The Residents. Have you seen this one out there?
Who's in that?
Okay. It is a bunch of people. The head people are kind of different. The main person is Uzo Aduba. I'm doing her name incorrectly.
Okay.
She plays the head detective solving this mystery of someone dying at the White House.
Okay.
Which is really cool.
So what's it called again?
It's called The Residents.
I got to write this down because I'm never going to remember.
Oh, cool. See, he's writing it down. It is really good, and you're going to like it because the background characters in it who just play bit parts as being either suspects or moving the plot along. And it's all about the actual events that are actual people and jobs that happen at the White House. So it's all about this interesting dichotomy of people who are always there, and then the people who are just passing through, who just turn their lives upside down because they're just there and then they're gone. And the other people that have those jobs that are at the White House have to go through that every time there's a turnover. Yeah. And they kind of play that into the roles too, which is really kind of cool, and the whole history behind it. But a couple of people that are in it that you may know, the head usher is Giordano Esposito, the guy from he's the head. He plays head usher
after Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, and he's like, dude, he was just in so much stuff. He is really great.
And then you've got your boy Bronson Pinchot. He plays a pastry chef, which is really funny because he's
I'm making espresso with the lemon twist,
and they keep throwing back to it because his accent's way off, but it's really funny.
Yeah.
And Randall Park, who I don't know if you remember him from all the Marvel movies, like Ant-Man. He plays the FBI guy.
It's like Tom Hardy. I don't know that guy's face to save my life either.
You'd know if you saw it. He plays that same kind of character everywhere. Okay. Jane Curtin is in it from Saturday Night Live. She plays
original cast member.
Yeah, she plays the
what is she, like 103 now?
In-law. Yeah, it's pretty good. And Jason Lee, your boy Jason Lee is in it. Plays the brother of the president.
Okay. Good. You've got me on a couple people here hooked in.
Yeah. So. And Kylie Minogue is in it, which plays a big part, but it's really funny because it's the whole storyline is it happens during a state dinner with the Australian.
Okay.
Hugh Jackman's in it, but he's not in it. Like they have him like behind him showing up.
Okay, now don't tell me anymore. I'll go watch it. Oh my God, you're going to spoil it for me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So, and then, it's pretty good. So
okay, and that's on Netflix.
That is on Netflix, and I'm in like episode 5 or 6. It's pretty good. It's really good.
Okay,
it kept me, and it's pretty good. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you'll like that.
That's like the Jason Lee episode because he was Brody in Mallrats too, and we mentioned that.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be Esposito's episode, but
it looks like
the Fassbender. We've kind of hit all of them.
Like Jason Lee's.
If you're in 3 episodes, you're tagged. So yeah.
Have you watched the new one that's on? Is it called Adolescence or?
I saw that
something
one
like
on
that.
There.
It's a limited series.
I hadn't seen it though.
I saw someone online make a comment that it was maybe one of the greatest things they've seen in years on any network stream. So I started watching the first episode and I got it's like they're hour episodes. I got 15, 20 minutes in and I was like, I'm just going to go to bed. And I went to bed and then completely forgot that I had watched it. And was just so it really had an impact on me.
Yeah,
really had an impact on me.
Oh, perfect.
And then a couple days later, I just went over to Netflix and it was like on my recently watched. I'm like, I did start watching that. But then I'm like, what the fuck was it about? What happened? It was just not. I can't even remember. And I watched the first 15 minutes of it. I'll have to go back and watch it again.
You may have to have a little refresher. Yeah.
But you did watch the unbearable lightness of strangely odd talent and being
Pedro
or
Pascal
whatever. Oh my God, the title of that movie.
I did not understand why it had to be all of that, but yeah.
Why didn't they make it like just call it Nick Cage as FBI or whatever, or something, or I don't know what, or Spy Cage, or yeah, exactly. Why did it have to be the unremarkable timing of someone's acting abilities southwesterly from?
Okay, what did you think though? What did you think of the actual movie?
I thought it was entertaining. I laughed. I thought it was funny.
Once it got past the I feel sorry for myself because I'm Nick Cage stuff, I was like, okay, it actually got good. I think after the second half of it, it started really getting good because it was playing itself. Like it was it knew that it was doing that, and then all of a sudden it kind of played into it.
And it didn't take itself too seriously after, but like you said, but with Nick Cage, I mean, he's always been this serious actor.
It's pretty good.
And then, you see him really just parodying himself.
Yeah, but he was always
his actual life. And,
his whole life was about him using his own lines to get through things, which was kind of funny.
You don't understand. Yeah. It was difficult on that beach. We all had to give something up that day.
I love the
line
like, that's
from Sounds Like
when they were talking about his buckle and it was a tarantula. And he said, I could have gone with the bees, but I said no bees. And I went, no bees. Jesus, that's funny. No bees. Yeah, that was pretty good. So yeah,
it was I kind of liked it. I enjoyed it.
It was that in its whole.
Well, and the thing is, it's actually it's leaving Netflix on like April 14th. So if you want to watch it,
watch it now.
Okay, and do you know what's the actual title of it? Do you know what it was again?
Sweet Jesus. No,
it was called Sweet Jesus. They should have just called it Sweet Jesus.
Because
it would have been a shorter title. Is it the unremarkable, wonderful, expanded talent?
Unbearable weight of something.
A massive talent.
Yeah, I think that was
the unbearable weight of a massive talent. That's like Killers of the Flower Moon to me.
It's just too damn long of a
right, and maybe that's why the movie didn't do well. It actually did 7 million. Its open weekend. It came out and was released in theaters in 2022. I went back and looked. And it made 7 million in its opening weekend. I think it made 14 total when it was like done. It wasn't a lot. I mean, it wasn't a huge hit, but I don't think it was in like wide release either.
Right. The unbearable unbearable weight of massive talent.
The unbearable weight of massive talent.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
on
Netflix.
Netflix.
It says leaving
it's
soon.
Leaving
it's got its
April
banner.
14th on Netflix. So watch it on Netflix
Go see
now.
It quick.
Yes. Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal. Who just, was great in it.
It was pretty good. He definitely played that role pretty good too.
Seriously. So. It was just, you got to watch it. That one's funny. Yeah, I definitely give it 2 thumbs up for that. That was a good one.
Yeah, there are some good spots.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
2 thumbs up.
Or 4 thumbs up.
Yeah, it was a good watch.
2 thumbs up would be Siskel and Ebert.
It started off a little bit.
Well, at the beginning, I was just like, okay, and then I'm like, okay, I'm on the ride. Let's go. Okay,
yes, exactly.
Yep.
Right.
So
that was funny.
Oh my gosh.
We talked about your video game already.
I did.
So do you have other video game stuff? I guess we don't really have any video game stuff.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I've bored myself to death.
And we just don't
episode.
have enough to talk about.
I'm leaving that in
now.
Right? That was just like out of nowhere, super big yawn.
A 15-second stretch for everybody.
Right. Good night, everybody. Good night.
Nice.
Okay, I went to Walmart today.
Yes.
And I got something for a taste test.
Oh, you did?
I think we need to stop making the big deal of the taste test and just people expect that we're going to have one every week.
Because we are always hungry. It's just like, and eating is a thing.
Yeah, and in the podcast description, I was like, hey, and this week a taste test again.
Yes, so, lovely.
So we're just going to make the taste test a normal
it's just
thing.
Gonna happen.
And it's just going to happen.
You know it's going to happen.
We still have the big bag of yum
area.
stuff
that's true
and,
too.
and all
Jesus
this.
God.
So I saw these, and I don't know if we had tried these. And if we have, I apologize. I could not remember. But last week,
something to cut.
Last week, yeah, exactly. Something to cut. Here we go.
Here we go.
Did we have these before?
I don't think we had those.
Okay. So I'm in Walmart and they have this huge Oreo display.
Right.
And I sent Dave a picture of them and it was Game Day Oreos was one of them. And it was like 5 different football helmet themed cookies.
Is it getting ready for the XFL or summer football?
It's late March and they had like 3 rows of these cookies. Like they were getting ready for Monday Night Football or the
Super Bowl.
Or the Super Bowl. And the Super Bowl was a month ago, over a month ago, and the season doesn't start. Training camps don't even open until late July. Last week of July.
Basketballs. When you showed me Game Day, I thought it was going to be March Madness
or something.
Right.
But it was football that made no sense, Oreo. No sense.
None at all.
So right next to them, they had the lemon flavored cream Oreos.
Lemon. I do like me a lemon.
I know. And that's why I got them. Because last week when we had those other little cookies, remember the lemon ones? And you're like, oh my gosh, those are so good. So we just had those.
Pledge.
So I figured.
Going to have the pledge flavor.
Is it going? So we're going to open. Yes, we're going to open the.
Okay. So the other ones, the lemon was really just the cream inside. The
and
vanilla.
It looked more green. Here
they were sandwiched between lemon, or vanilla flavored patties.
These are classic Oreo, good thickness, type thing.
I'm not
you're not?
The lemon.
No.
I'm not getting the lemon out of this. It is a lot
I don't really smell it.
Yeah.
I smell the sugar.
I smell the vanilla in the cookie part, but not in the lemon in the cream.
Okay. So
those other ones
did you already pop it in your mouth?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh, well,
can you tell I'm talking?
Well, no, I don't know because last time you talked with your mouth full, I popped that whole thing in my mouth.
But then they noticed that's what's happening. I still have articulate speech.
All right, have you ate it yet?
No, not yet.
Put it in your fucking mouth. Oh my God, dude. We have a whole nother taste test after this. This is going to go into part 2 of the episode.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. So you like it?
Yeah. Okay. As a lemon
I'm going to try
cookie,
it. You talk.
I'm not exactly thrilled with it because all the lemon is in the cream and not in the cookie part. But I've had cookies where the lemon is like on the glaze in the cookie and it's like crazy lemon. This isn't bad. This is a good balance, but the vanilla part of the cookie kind of, I don't know, kills the lemon.
It's just the normal vanilla outside Oreo cookie. Yes. If they had made that a lemon flavored,
that would have been, or even just tinted a little lemon
or something,
right?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of lemon, but
lemon cream should have been the name, not just lemon cookie.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, not bad. Not bad though.
Well,
I definitely could do some of those. Yeah,
I'll send you home with Oreo.
Oh, that's nice. Yep. Thank you. Sure. Yeah.
And then right next to the lemon Oreos were something I hadn't seen before.
Yeah.
Are you ready for these?
Uh-oh.
S'moreos.
Oh, God. Really?
They're Oreo s'mores.
Yes. Oh, Jesus.
So they have a graham cracker graham cracker crust.
Okay.
Graham crapper. Did I say graham crapper?
Oh, I can't wait to try
Back
it
to
with
the
the
poop.
graham crappers.
Yeah. Graham cracker.
Graham cracker.
There we go.
Graham.
Oh, it's a graham cracker or a graham flavored cookie, it says.
Oh.
So it's still circle like the one we just had.
Right.
And it's, that. And then it has marshmallow and chocolate flavor cream
inside.
Oh, and like it's one little vanilla flavor for like the marshmallowy and one chocolatey later.
Oh, okay. So it's two different sandwiched together. But not a double stuff, just one.
No, it's still one layers deep.
Right, but
it's not double stuff, but it's two layers because it's two things. So here you go.
Okay, we'll give that a try.
All right, put it in your mouth.
I can't say that I'm very keen. You don't like s'mores? Marshmallow. Yeah, I'm not a very big marshmallowy person.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I remember when we had the snowballs, the coconut and marshmallow, and then the chocolate cake in the middle, and you're just tough. Like, barf.
Well, I didn't.
Eat it.
It was the coconut.
Oh my gosh, just eat it. Eat it.
Okay.
Just eat it. Eat it. Eat it. That's a crunch. Crunchy, crunch, crunch.
Wow. Okay.
All right, I'm trying mine. Go ahead.
Very crunchy compared to the other lemon cookie.
Oh yeah.
But
like a graham cracker.
Right. And you're right about the graham cracker flavored. It's not an actual graham cracker though. You know what I mean? Because the graham cracker wafers are actually a little crumblier. This is definitely flavored to be graham cracker.
Yes.
Not exactly a graham cracker.
I like that.
I do too. It's like a little consistency in that, but that's just what an Oreo is, right?
Yeah.
But not bad, not bad. And I'm not getting overly marshmallowy to that because the chocolate's killing it.
Right, because the chocolate and the graham cracker really takes the lead in it, and the marshmallow is like a very faint.
Right. It's one of the reasons why I can't really do s'mores because technically they're just a mess anyway.
Yeah.
And you don't get a lot
of fun.
Of balance because there's way too much marshmallow for that unless you get a smaller marshmallow.
Right.
Right.
And who wants a smaller marshmallow?
Who would want a smaller marshmallow?
Come on now.
Exactly.
Seriously. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Who wants a smaller marshmallow? Come on. I like these. I think they're good. I might keep all of these.
Yeah, those are bad.
I'm not sending you home with any of those.
Don't send me with those. I'm not a fan.
Oh, really?
Those,
okay. Well, that was our taste test this week.
That's not
I
bad.
found these two different Oreos, and then right underneath them were the Irish cream ones that you had brought me.
Oh my God. Those things are crazy.
Yeah.
And those were thins too. Those weren't even really like full sized.
My youngest son, he demolished those. He loved them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I came back to the bag like a couple days later, and he's notorious for doing this. He'll empty the bag and then just leave it there. Like he'll seal the top back over and then like just leave it there. And it's like, womp, womp,
yeah, I magically had someone do that to my Nutter Butters.
I told him, I said, throw the box out, throw the wrapper out if you're emptied it.
You don't need to keep it. There's no reason.
You don't need to keep it.
Right, right. Yeah, my Nutter Butters had half of a Nutter Butter in it. So I was like,
oh, really? And it wasn't the dog?
Who would do that?
That sounds like Lisa.
Torture me and by leaving a half one. I think they just reached in and was like scooping some out.
I want one, but I don't want his last one, so let me leave him half. That's how it happened, Lisa, right?
We can't disparage her. It's her birthday week.
Oh, right. Birthday week. Sorry.
Birthday week.
Birthday week for Lisa. Birthday week.
Yeah, should be good.
Yeah. Too funny.
That's funny. Do you want a news of the weird?
Yes.
I'm stacking up on these things. I need to finish some of these and eliminate some of them.
Oh my God. You're supposed to eliminate them immediately so you don't repeat them later.
I do. And I added some. So I have some that are piling up in here.
Well, while you're reading, I'm finishing my S'moreo.
You should.
Okay, go ahead.
You should. In 2023, friends Boone Hogg and Logan Juggler, that's a good name, found a nice stick on the side of the trail in Utah. It had some, quote unquote, excellent grain on it and a nice grip, they said. They liked it so much, they shared a review of it with their friends, and National Public Radio picked up on it on January 23rd. 2 years later, Stick Nation is a thing, which is, I don't know why our podcast
why
has
does everything
kicked
have
off.
to be a nation, something nation?
Stick Nation has about 3 million Instagram followers from all over the world who post pictures and reviews of their favorite sticks. Some are modded or altered by humans. Others are natty, which is left in their natural state. Sticks. A whole website and podcast, or I guess Instagram, of just people showing sticks. I guess people.
All right, come on, Pern Dave Nation, get it.
Yeah, here we go.
God, please don't call yourselves
Pern
that.
and Dave
Oh my God,
Nation.
I hate that one.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, we'll eliminate
Pern
that
and
one.
Dave Nation. Vomit. Here comes that cookie back up. Please don't call yourselves that if you're a fan. Come up with something better. Vote on it.
I don't even know if I don't know if we did this one, but I'll put it out there. Women are venting their disgust over a man's habit. The new habit is peeing in water bottles. Did we talk about this already?
I don't think we did, but I have something I just saw yesterday that came out too. So is there more to this?
Yeah. So
okay, keep going, and then I'll get back to mine.
Disgusting habit is peeing in water bottles next to their beds so they don't have to get up and use the bathroom.
Oh my God.
One saying, I just thought it was customary for me to urinate in water bottles. They used to just sit there for days until I emptied them. Gross for one, and two, how do you not have accidents with them if they're just sitting there? These are men that have women in, like
in
they
their
sleep
lives,
with,
in their girlfriends and wives,
and those bottles are freaking there.
Oh my God, ladies!
Serious?
How do you put up? No,
no, that's a non-starter. I think you just need to kind of return him to sender. Just send him back to his family.
Seriously,
no reason for that.
Wow, that's why the divorce rate's so high.
Oh, that might be.
You piss in bottles next to the. Well, I want a divorce. Sorry. Okay. Good. Yeah.
Starbucks employee.
Oh no! I still had to talk about the pee thing.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
I just saw yesterday, and this was on another podcast. It was actually on the Dana Carvey, David Spade podcast that they have.
Yeah.
And there was some little thing, and they talked about that if every person in the U.S. went and peed in the Grand Canyon, how much pee would it take? Or how long would it take to fill the Grand Canyon with urine? Okay. If every American went and so just round the clock, and like in the little graphic, it showed the people lined down the rim of the Grand Canyon just all the way across, just peeing into the Grand Canyon. It was funny.
Okay.
So how long do you think it would take? Now, they say that the average person in America pees about half a gallon of liquid a day.
A day. Half a gallon times the population of the U.S., which is what, 200 and some million
something. Yeah, something like that.
So
it would take 800,000 years.
Really?
Yeah. And they thought it was going to be something like, oh, wow, they can fill that up by the weekend. Absolutely. If you got everybody in the country to come and pee into the canyon.
Go. And then, on your way to Burning Man, just drop
Stop
off at the canyon. Yeah, exactly. Get your pee collected. Nice.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It was nice facts. Nice facts there.
Yeah, I know. Just talking about pee. From poop to pee. We're really bringing the level of this show up.
Yes.
Okay, one more.
One more. A Starbucks employee in Mobile, Alabama had to get stitches and a rabies vaccine on January 10th after a pet Aotis monkey jumped out of a car at the drive-through window and into the restaurant.
And went like nuts?
The monkey ran up to the employee's arm.
No. This is that movie that just came out a couple weeks ago, isn't it? Sorry.
The monkey ran up their arm up to her head and started biting her until the coworker grabbed it and threw it back out the window. Starbucks would like it if everyone would just keep their monkeys in their car when they visit.
Yes, contain your monkeys, please. At the Starbucks drive-thru.
Please, no monkeys.
Oh, yes. And then they have to re-sterilize all the drink other machines drinks, and the espresso machine. That thing takes hours to clean.
Oh my gosh.
That damn monkey.
Yeah, totally ruined it.
Monkey. Oh, so did you hear? Okay, and this is actually sad. This is sad. My wife told me this one. I don't know if it happened over the weekend or I don't know. She just saw the thing about it. But apparently there was a woman that she had her small dog with her and she was trying to board a flight.
Okay.
And they wouldn't let the dog. I don't know. I forget what the problem was with the rule, but they were like, sorry, ma'am, you can't get on the flight, whatever. She took this little dog to the women's room and drowned it and killed it and then went and boarded her fucking plane.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was like,
you have got to be kidding.
You seriously, that is just
go
that's
home
fucked up.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah. Because you don't want to miss your flight. People. Let's go kill our dog in a bathroom at the airport. Oh my God. That's infuriating. Just infuriating.
It is.
I can't even say it. I'm so infuriated.
Jesus God, that's ridiculous. That is insane. That's what that has to happen.
Even if I am a dog person now because we have 3 dogs,
but
even when I wasn't really, I still would have never gone to like, oh, let's kill a dog in a bath.
Why would that even
oh my God, how does that
enter your mind that would be something
like, that's psychological shit that you just have to be cuckoo. And
that's wrong.
Yeah.
That's so wrong.
So wrong. Okay, move on to something. We got to go back to funny stuff.
There we go.
Okay,
my gosh.
Did you have another?
Oh, my God. Yeah, I can get another one.
Hold on. One more.
I got a bunch here.
A funny one. Because
that
was depressing talking about that.
Here's a good one.
Okay.
The Lexington Convention and Visitors Bureau appears to be desperate for tourists.
Lexington, Kentucky?
Lexington, Kentucky. Okay. Convention Visitor Bureau.
Oh, okay.
It is using an infrared laser to send messages towards potentially habitable planets in the solar system 40 light years away, luring extraterrestrials with quote unquote lush green countryside and famous bluegrass. Lexington native Robert Lauder, an expert in astrobiology and the SETI program, conceived this idea, and the linguistics expert Dr. Andrew Bird consulted. We included the molecular structure of water, bourbon, and even dopamine because Lexington is fun. See you in 2064.
Okay, I asked for the funny one, Dave. I was...
I'm telling you
I
right
zoned
now
out halfway through that. Okay, it was funny.
Tourism has to now go extraterrestrial.
Extraterrestrial
so now
tourism.
We just want
Bring them to Lexington
to come from wherever.
Get your whiskey.
Too perfect.
Yeah,
yes.
that time.
E.T. Visit Kentucky.
Oh my gosh. Hockey news?
Yes.
He's
still running.
Oh my gosh. Ovi is still going. He is at 888.
Oh, that's
and he
awesome.
To get to Yeah.
So he's 7?
840 or sorry, 894.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. If I could
6 to
and
tie.
He's at 888. Yes.
7 to
6
go.
to tie, 7 to take it.
7 to retire.
And 7 till retirement. Ability's done. Hopefully he'll still play next season.
Oh, we'll hope.
The Capitals just locked up Jacob Chychrun, the defenseman that they picked up in the offseason.
Yes.
For basically like a bag of pucks to Ottawa.
That's
they got him for like next to nothing.
Yeah,
he had a great season last year in Ottawa. And they picked him up and they just signed him to an extension, an 8-year deal, making $9 million a season.
Nine.
Wow. $9 million a season for the next 8 years.
That's pretty good.
That's
good money.
He's one of the top defensemen in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he played really well like this last year. So I guess they're banking on him to. Well, yeah, because $9 million's a lot of money.
So that's pretty good. I mean, and if you put him in a high rank position like top defenseman.
Oh yeah,
that does warrant.
He scored like 18 goals because he also scores goals.
Right, so he's a scorer and he's willing to
and defensively
be back there on the defensive
solid.
line. So,
yes,
well,
so good for you, Jacob Chychrun.
Yes,
glad.
Keep going.
So going to be with the Caps hopefully for many years to come.
Yep, definitely.
Hopefully,
that'll be good.
They've got a lot of young players. On this Caps
tied
team.
up the goalie too, right?
Yes,
Thompson.
they got Thompson signed. Yep. They got Lindgren, the backup goalie, signed. Yep. Well, they've been switching off to really as a number ones, but they signed Lindgren in for 3 more years, and it's such a young team. And Riley Leonard was coming as soon as he finishes up from Boston. Yeah, Boston University, oh my God, I should know that. Whatever. Yes, in Boston, that's where he's finishing up his sophomore year, and he led the league this year in college hockey for goals and stuff. And like the Caps get him next, and it's like we've got this young gun coming up on top of already a good team.
Will he drop to the minors and then come up, or
who knows? He's 18 right now, so we'll have to see. But exactly.
Cool.
So Chychrun signed, and the NHL announced that the start of next season, they're already looking ahead to the fall.
You always
October.
Have to. You have to.
They've announced that
they release an Oreo cookie.
Yeah, an Oreo cookie will be out in in July for the October. Yeah. NHL season, which is supposed to start on October 7th. That'll be the big opening night, and for the new season for 2025. There's also something in the NHL. Their players, speaking of Chychrun making $9 million, there's a salary cap on NHL teams, and it's something that was in their collective bargaining agreement and always been, for years. Like, so in baseball, there's no salary cap, which is why you hear about these baseball players like Juan Soto, making $1 billion or whatever. I mean, whatever it was, this absolutely crazy number.
Yeah, right.
In the NHL and hockey, they do have a salary cap, and the salary cap will be increased by $4 million next year because it's all based off of how the league's doing, revenue, things like that. And they don't want to get into like this, like one player we're paying him, like Juan Soto is in baseball, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So the salary cap will go up $4 million per team next year, which, for some teams, that's like a solid player.
Oh,
like
yeah.
If you picked up needed one player that he's like a decent second line, whatever, 4 million a season. That's going to be. It's a nice little chunk. It's like signing a whole nother player, but you still have a roster limit. But you can
it's
attract.
Give them a little playroom on top of
teams
whatever
can
they're going to get rid of.
Exactly.
Moving guys around, juggling all that salary cap stuff.
I know
that's
the salary cap stuff is just insane. I mean, talk about having to be an accountant. That is
just the money. The money in
even,
sports. I mean, it's astronomical.
It is
anymore.
It is in all sports. Yeah, that Juan Soto deal was crazy with the Yankees. He signed that, and it was just to me.
Yeah.
And I mean, Soto played here and got a World Series in DC with the Nationals, and that kid something. But I was just like, what?
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, sorry, ladies.
Got to make the money when you make the money, though.
Yes, make good for you.
Yeah,
like
go ahead.
Sam Fishbinder, whatever.
Yeah,
no, not Fassbender. It was Bertham, not Bertham. No, we just
David
talked
Bautista.
About David Bautista.
You just can't pull that one anymore.
Can't get the name.
You had it last week. It came out every
Batista
time.
Just popped right out.
Batista,
And I just can't get David Bautista.
David Bautista.
Jason Statham. Oh my gosh.
I don't know why I said Stratham.
Yeah. I don't know.
Mispronounced.
But were you hoping for a movie about some back end pressure?
I think we did a lot of our history coverage. I don't think there are any good corrections this week.
I don't think
so. We've gotten everybody in line there with David Bautista.
Batista.
Ankle.
And Michael Fassbender. What movie have they been in together? Is that right?
That would be what we need to look up.
That's what we're looking up next.
That'll be necessary. Yes.
Okay.
I don't think that's a thing.
All right.
Unless he was in an X-Men at some point. I don't think he was.
Well, maybe. Well,
no, I think that'd be the only
Batista was in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, so that's a Marvel
Oh my God,
thing,
this is like going all over the place now.
Well, it is, but that's kind of what we're trying to fill. So,
but this weekend,
and I didn't injure myself.
And you didn't get injured.
This weekend will be long because we will be going over the birthday week because it's a whole week celebration. Whole week celebration.
Well, happy birthday, Lise.
Definitely, yes. Happy
all right,
birthday.
I hope Dave spoils you.
Of course, yes.
Okay.
And all the plants in the world you can have.
Oh, right. So, tell me about these plants next week. I can't wait for that segment.
All the
plant segment.
Plant gardening with Dave and Pern.
Oh, my gosh.
Perfect.
To go with our winery.
I'm sure I'll get all the names wrong, and she'll be screaming at me from the other room. So, that'll be perfect.
That's not for Cynthia.
That's what the hell?
I don't know, whatever. Yeah.
Geranium.
Okay. I will talk to you next week.
No problem.
Bye.
Bye.
Pern Dave, Let's Talk is brought to you by, Pern Dave and
Rusty's.
Nothing soothes a rusty bumper like Rusty's. And the good people at Zappum Exterminators.
Have a bug problem? We will wipe it from your memory.
Till next time.